Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today is day 4 on my keto journey. So today I want to give you a couple updates and then talk about a couple questions I've been getting from people about my keto journey. So first, I need to take my Goli apple cider vinegar vitamins. A lot of people have been asking, how do they really taste? Like, do you really like them? I really like them. They do not taste anything like apple cider vinegar. They're soft, they're sweet, and there's a bit of like a sour taste, but that goes away within seconds. I'm also going to take my, today is day 4, so I'm taking my ketones and I am taking my sugar. So, if you started watching me 4 days ago, you know that I tested both my my ketones, my level of ketones, and I tested my glucose. I was not in ketosis. I was at a 0.1, and the minimum is 0.5 to be considered in ketosis. And that is when your body is using the fat that you're consuming as its source of energy, and that's what it's burning rather than carbs and sugar. And your glucose, when you're on ketosis, it should be anywhere, when you're in ketosis on keto, it should be anywhere between 70 and 100. So on day 1, I was at 0.1 of my ketones and I was 103. So I've been testing each day. Second day I was at 93, third day I was at 89, and then we'll see where we are today. I did not test my ketone levels because I knew I wouldn't get into it until day 3. Even though this is day 4 of me blogging, it's my 3rd day trying to get into ketosis. Okay, all right, so I'm going to push this in. So I actually already tested myself this morning because I wanted to just see. I couldn't wait until I did this video. So it should not be different. However, and I have not even had anything to eat. I'm still fasting. I'm at a 21-hour fast right now. So it should not change because when you eat, it will affect your ketone levels. It's counting down from 7. It should say 0.5. It actually says 0.6. So that means I've gone up 1 since I tested this morning. This morning it said 0.5 and I'm at 0.6, which is great. I am in ketosis. That means my body is burning fat as its source of energy. And that is what you need to start losing weight and to start just improving your overall health. A lot of people have a misconception about keto and they think it's all butter and bacon, and it's not. And we will go into that one day. So I'm trying to get some more blood because now I need to take my glucose levels. I think I got enough right there. Oh, no. Barely. It's gonna say error. Oh no. I'm at 88. Whew. Barely had enough blood come through. I'm at 88. Yesterday I was at 89. So this is good. I'm steadily going down. I'm getting, my body is kind of getting back together where it, I don't know, ever have a napkin. Sorry. We're starting to regulate itself. So that is great. I am in ketosis. My sugar is good. So I'm on this journey. The longest I've been in ketosis, I want to say is probably 35 to 40 days. The whole month of April, I was on it. I was on track. I was in ketosis. Yesterday I showed you my levels, like I was at a 3.3. I was at a 4.8. Those are my highest levels, but I was in it. That means I was within my 20 grams of carbs. I was under the amount of calories that I was supposed to take. I suggest getting a macro counter, guys. You can find this on the App Store. You can find someone who does it for you. I don't do them. I don't know how, but I'm sure I could learn. And if I get enough inquiries, maybe I'll learn and I'll start doing them. But what it does is it breaks down not just how many calories you need, but your macros. So the protein, the fat, and the carbs that you need in order for this to work for you. So regardless of if you're doing dirty keto, lazy keto, or strict keto, it will always be 20 grams of carbs. You should never exceed that at all. Now, how you get those carbs vary on which keto you're doing. If you're doing strict keto, then your only source of carbs will be from your vegetables. Because if you didn't know, vegetables, those are carbs. So your salad, your spinach, your whatever type of vegetable you choose to have, that is how you're supposed to get your carbs if you are doing strict keto. If you're doing dirty or lazy keto, then you're going to find substitutes. You're going to use the carb counter tortilla. That's only 4 net grams of carbs. You're going to, be roped into getting the keto bread or the keto cookies or the whatever. And so those are how you can also get carbs. And as long as you don't exceed 20, you should still be in ketosis, 20 grams. You have to do what's right for you. Sometimes I can go straight and do strict keto and only get my carbs from vegetables. And then sometimes I'm like, I want to have a wrap for breakfast. So I will get the carb counter, 4 grams of carbs, and I will eat that. And sometimes I want to do lazy keto, and so I get roped in and I buy some keto snacks, and then I regret it and I don't eat them. I regret it because they're disgusting, not because I was mad that I decided to go lazy keto. It's because they were gross and I paid the money for them, because keto snacks typically are not cheap. I got these little Cheeto Puffs from Amazon. I don't know the brand or anything, but they look so good. And I read the reviews and they're like, oh yeah, they're so good. I was surprised, and I tasted them and I was surprised that they were disgusting. And people actually gave a review and said they were good. I opened them, I ate 3, and they were little, and the container was like this big, and they were cute little balls. You think you're eating Cheetos. They played me. Did not eat them. So that's just a little bit about, your carbs. Your fat, you should be reaching whatever once you get your macros done, whatever number they give you for how many grams of fat. You should try your best to get to that. But it's okay if you don't. If you don't, that means you didn't need it. Don't eat it unless you're hungry, right? So when you are successfully on keto and you merge into the ketosis world, you will find that you don't have cravings, that you are not hungry, and then you can fast longer, which turns into intermittent fasting. If you haven't found out about it or read about it, go look it up. It's really key to helping with weight loss on keto, because what happens is when you're in ketosis, your body is burning the fat, right? That you've consumed as a source of energy. You don't need the carbs and you don't need the sugar, and you're not hungry. So if you're not hungry, then you might as well fast. And you do the intermittent fasting. That's how I've been able to get to my 24 hours, my 21 hours, and so on, because I've had enough fat to hold me over. Most people start out with a 16-hour fast, but you can start with a 16, a 18, a 20, a 21, whatever you want. Right now I'm doing 1 meal a day, so I'm trying to get closer to the 24-hour mark and just eat 1 meal a day that is big enough to sustain me until the next time I can eat. I feel like I'm all over the place a little bit, but I think basically what I'm talking about is your macros, making sure you get those. That's where you should start. Find an app, find someone on Instagram. I follow Black Keto Girl. She does them. She charges a small fee for them. She gets them within 2 days or so, 2 to 3 days, and you then follow that. One more misconception about keto is that people assume that all you're eating is butter and bacon, and that's not true. First of all, you don't have to have any protein if you choose, and you would still be fine. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, you don't have to have meat. You can though. For my protein, I can only have 70 grams of protein. And then if I have more than that, I believe protein can turn into sugar, which would kick me out of ketosis. So it's important to not overdo the protein, but you can definitely have it. And so, but the most important of the three is the carbs. And the fat. If you go over 20, you will more than likely kick yourself out of ketosis. And if you don't have enough fat, you will be hungry and you will have cravings, and you will not be able to fast as long. There are some days when I try and I can barely get to 16 because I didn't have enough fat in my meal. How do I get my fat? Just quickly, I have olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, butter. You can have some heavy whipping cream. It offers fat. Like if you want to make like a seafood zoodle Alfredo, so good. You use butter, you use heavy whipping cream, you use zoodles, you use shrimp, and you use a little bit of Parmesan cheese, which you can have cheese, but only a little bit. It's a dairy, and you really shouldn't have dairy on keto. So again, this is not if you're trying to do strict. But that's so good. But that's how you can get your fat also. There's also something called MCT oil. You should look it up. You can get it on Amazon. Some stores have it. TJ Maxx, if they're open, sometimes has them. Costco. I think I either got mine from Costco or Sam's. They had a bottle of it, and it's a fat. It's a liquid form. And you don't cook with it, but you put it on anything or in anything. So you can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your tea, you can put it on your salad, you can put it, I don't know, whatever you're eating, but you don't cook with it. But it is a great source of fat. 2 tablespoons is 14 grams fat. So you can start your day off with a cup of coffee and 2 tablespoons of MCT oil. There you go. Or you could do 2 tablespoons of butter and get the bulletproof coffee. I've never tasted that because I don't like butter. But yeah. You start off with your coffee and then finish your fast. You're doing a 16-hour fast, 12 o'clock or whatever time you stopped. And then cook with 2 tablespoons of butter, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, whichever you choose. Cook up 3 eggs, maybe a piece of bacon. 2 pieces of bacon is 1 piece of bacon is 14 grams, I think, or 2 pieces is 14 grams. I'll look it up and I'll tell you. So right there, I've already doubled my fat. And have a salad. You need at least 7 cups of greens a day so that your body is not missing any of the vitamins or the iron that you're getting from your vegetables. And you can have some nuts. There are certain nuts that you can have, and there are certain that you can't. I will get a list together if you guys want. Just let me know, and I will get you together some things that you can have and you can't have, because you might not even want to know, or maybe you already know. I will end this video with some good news. I am down 4 pounds since starting 4 days ago. So I guess that's a pound a day almost, right? Which is great. So now I'm at a number that I haven't been at for a really long time. I'm 16 pounds from my goal. Once I get there, I will be able to set my second goal. So yay for me. Yeah, so this has been fun. If you have any questions, ask. If you haven't yet, follow my Instagram, baldwinbaddies84. That's where I post my day-to-day things like my water. Today I have strawberries, cucumber, oranges, and lemons. I post different meals like my bacon wrapped onion rings and things like that. So if you have a chance, make sure you subscribe here, like my video, and follow and like my videos on Instagram. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.